I know somebody who used to be a pastor from a very alt-right Christian family, does my radio show every week. Now she is an OnlyFans model. She could not be happier.
A female pastor?
Yeah, she's a former pastor.
Yeah, what about modern dating, dude? Like,
what's fucked?
Specific. It's fucking terrible.
Here, let me get into this with the dating, right? So
yes, sir.
Here's the thing. If women want to be hoes, right, and they want to get on OnlyFans and have their sexual empowerment or pursue a career and not be in the kitchen, have a family, that's fine. Yeah. What I do think we need to do, because I understand that it's the United States, this is a free country and capitalism, etc. But we don't do enough to tell women, look, once you go down this road, there's no going back. Once you get into sex work, once you decide to go in and pursue this shit, you're pretty much cooked, okay? And I always use the example where it's like dropping a glass and letting it shatter. You can put as much glue as you can, trying to repair it, but if you pour water in it, it's going to leak. And that's essentially what happens when women get into sex work. You're never going to be the same after, and I don't think we do enough to let women understand that if you sexualize yourself, especially on the internet in the digitalized world that we're in now, it's going to come back to haunt you to some degree, and it's going to close a lot of doors for you that you didn't even know that you had open to you later on. So that's what I think. We need to go tell women, go in there with your eyes wide open, and being a will hurt you.
Yeah. So I always say on every panel I do that I don't think women should go into OnlyFans, not for stupid purity reasons like he says or because it breaks your soul or whatever, but because, you know, the average amount you make on OnlyFans is $130. The median's $30, right? So I was already doing social media full time. I was sitting on 2 million followers. I knew I'd retire off it. I do think it's destructive for your like career and dating prospects all the time. But as far as the reasons he's saying, I think it's stupid. You know, like the idea that it's just gonna be worse for your soul or something like that. Like I don't agree with that, but we do have that overlap.
So a lot of women have a lot of trauma and mental issues after doing pornography. This has been documented in studies.
And it is true. And I'm gonna say this as a woman who's in the entertainment industry, where there's a lot of sex workers in comedy. It is a fucking factor, and women want to sit there and deny and say that, oh, it doesn't affect us. It fucking does. And the more you want to sit there and say,
we got a great sponsor. It is Beam Dream. Head over to shopbeam.com, my friends, /Tim Pool, and pick up your Beam Dream, your nighttime sleep blend. Helps you sleep better. I drink this stuff every night. I swear by it. It is delicious. It's got melatonin, magnesium, L-theanine. It is fantastic. And right now, you will get their early Black Friday sale, 50% off. I really do think it's fantastic, and this is legit. I do drink it every single night. My sleep improved. I didn't even know it could improve, and now for the past several months, I've been having consistently good sleep, and you guys know that I recently had a baby, so that's pretty impressive. Good stuff, Beam Dream.
Hey, oh, it doesn't affect. You're fucking dumb, dude. Like,
well, Jessica, elaborate. Like, you know, I don't want to shout it. I mean, call anybody out, but like Karen Feehan, who's a friend of mine, but you know, she's kind of more famous for her OnlyFans, and
right.
she's a big comedian, but she also has a big OnlyFans. So people debate whether or not she's more famous from her OnlyFans or a comedy. And she's a friend of mine. I'm not hating on her, but just she's a topic of that debate. You as a comedian, what do you think about that subject, though, being famous for one or the other?
It's really, you know what I mean? As a high-value woman, ladies and gentlemen, myself. I'm sorry, I don't have OnlyFans. You know, I know you want to see my breasts, but I can't do it, dude. It is absolutely, I believe, I know I'm sitting on this end of the table, and it's because I understand why people do it, but I think at the end of the day, for me, having friends that are in OnlyFans, and they get boyfriends, and one of their main things... Oh, thank you. God, you want to kiss, dude? You want to make out right now? Oh, my God. Look at this sexy...
That was sex work right there. You were offering sex for a drink.
For free. I could have made a prop. That's how you know I'm not Jewish. At the end of the day, I believe it is detrimental. At the same time, Farha, you know, if you want to do that, it is, but you also can't deny the fact that when you get into a serious relationship, that conversation comes where I have this guy and he's not into OnlyFans and he's not going to take me seriously. Every single fucking friend that I have that does OnlyFans, that is a topic of discussion where he's not going to take me seriously. He doesn't love what I do.
But isn't it a case-by-case basis where everybody is different? I agree. There are some people where it could shatter them and they're changed for the rest of their lives. But I also know people that are the opposite of that. I know somebody who used to be a pastor from a very alt-right Christian family, does my radio show every week. Now she is an OnlyFans model. She could not be happier.
A female pastor?
Yeah, she's a former pastor.
Probably molested. I don't know.
No, she was not. No, she was not. She's not. Hold on a second. She's not breaking the law. She's not breaking the law.
Yeah.
She's making a lot of money. She's happy. By the way, her fiance is very happy, has no problem at all with what she's doing.
Oh, come on.
Everybody's different.
I want to explain this. Let me explain this to Myron. Myron. Let me explain this some. So on the right, they like to call people cucks. And I know that Myron's going to say, well, her husband's a cuck or your boyfriend's a cuck. But Myron, there are some proud cucks.
Yeah, there are, and I mean, I think that there's something wrong with that.
Well, that's a whole sexual thing, and that's like a
there
weird.
Are guys that enjoy.
Yes,
being
but that's
Right.
like destiny.
Exactly.
Like
That's my point. Everybody's
some people
different.
do like that, but that's like a sexual
Like, making
fetish.
fun of them
That's
won't
not
change.
That's not the average. I would say the average man does not want to share the person they're in a relationship.
Everybody is
men
different.
Are extremely territorial with their woman, and they're not going to want certain things. And the other thing too, why it's like so strange when with her argument is like, men don't really ask for much in relationships when we're with women. Like, just be quiet, don't be a make me a sandwich when I ask, and like, don't embarrass me. And I find it interesting how like women can't even get that fucking right a lot of the times.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, not only can they not get that part right, then they expect you to be super successful, etc. Like, think about this. She's saying my boyfriend right now he's an author, he does all this, right? Has all these accomplishments. But what he doesn't realize is that she's on stage right now embarrassing him because she does sex work. So that hurts his reputation.
I have a question.
Women's reputation. Men's reputations get destroyed by the stupid shit their girls do.
I have a question for you. How long have you guys been together?
It's pretty new, but we're engaged.
Okay.
Pretty.
Oh, that's gonna
That
last.
was, that was my next question.
Yeah.
Is he going to marry you?
Yeah.
Oh, are you going to have a family?
Yeah.
Well, there you go. Are you worried that at some point in the future your kids will find your porn?
Am I worried they'll find it?
Fingers crossed. Yeah.
I'm sorry. Let me clarify. Let me ask it again. Are you worried about how you'll react when they find it? She's got 2 million followers, right?
Mhm.
Like, yeah, they're gonna know.
Obviously.
They're gonna be in school and they're gonna get made fun of.
Yeah.
Other dads might be subscribers.
But isn't that her life? If
Yeah.
I
she
didn't say it wasn't. I was asking her if she's
No,
concerned
I
about
understand, but everybody. Again,
Hey, look. I want to say this.
I just want to say something, which is that I get this critique a lot, which is, what you're doing is so bad, it's so irreparable because your future kids are going to be bullied for it, right? And I would just say this
That's
is
not
like,
the reason.
what?
I'm not saying that's the reason it's bad. I'm saying, do you have concern about what your children will go through because of it? It's a fact they will go through bullying because of it.
Maybe, I don't know. I think the tides are turning, right?
Oh,
and I also would
not
just
maybe.
say,
It's
and I
not
also
maybe.
just say, I don't think people should live their lives. I don't think people should live their lives in accordance to what will like mitigate or stave off future bullying for their kids. Like, we don't apply that to gay couples. We don't apply that to, for instance, one of the biggest things you'll be bullied for is like if you're a racial minority to school, whether you're white, black, or whatever. We wouldn't then advocate that you shouldn't desegregate
Okay,
schools.
here's the thing.
So I'm just
You
saying
guys
this is
are-
the one
hold on.
time.
She's
She's
not even
respect
gonna make it
parents.
to the part where they have
Myron,
kids.
pretend there's a in your mouth. Be quiet for a
reality is-
second.
hold on, Jew. So what I was gonna say, like, it doesn't matter.
Gay
Like,
jokes
she's over
and
here
Jew
saying,
jokes.
she's literally saying, oh, my kids might or might not find it. I'm saying it might not even go that far because if someone that looks just like her, Mia Khalifa, I remember this vividly. She had a guy that she was engaged to, this like guy that was a chef or whatever, and he had to leave her because he kept getting jokes on him, DMs of people sending videos of her, blah blah blah. The reality is, this guy that you're with, he's going to break with the pressure of people constantly ridiculing him, calling him a dumbass, calling him a cuck, etc. A man can only take so much
But bro, what if he
getting
beats-
roasted for
Hey,
being with
hey,
a sex worker.
Hey, what if he beats off to it though? Like, what if he's into it?
It's just a matter of time, It's just a matter of time. So if she even makes it to the kids,
call me a cock. I love it.
I think there's going to be problems even before that.
He'll be okay. I mean,
See, I
first
think-
of all, I don't even do I don't have sex with other guys on my platform. He swiped my V card. Like, he knows I'm extremely loyal to him. He's literally my one body. Like, I think we'll be fine. And I don't think he has these qualms about being a cuck or whatever.
Oh, he's into it, bro.
Yeah.
I don't believe that, but whatever.
I don't
We don't have to
care.
debate that.
I don't care. He knows. He knows it's
What
true.
was your question?
I was just I wanted to make a point. I mean, but I have a question. What do you guys think is worse? Somebody that's going on OnlyFans when they're married or in a relationship, or somebody that cheats? I would think that somebody going on OnlyFans and looking at porn of another woman or man, whatever you're into, Myron,
hey, this is like the AI porn argument where like these pedophiles think
What's
AI
worse?
porn is
Yeah.
less bad.
I think
It's
if we
just as
care
bad.
about
It's
something-
equally
if
as
we
bad.
care about
It's
what our
equally-
kids are going to
it's
think about us,
equally
look
as
at the
bad.
people who we elect.
Yeah.
Look at their
It's-
behavior.
it's
Cheating is
equally
worse than
bad.
watching porn.
Yes, I
Yes,
agree with you.
Yes, it's worse, but they're
I
both
agree.
bad.
But
They're
hey,
both
hold
bad.
on. You know why I don't care? I don't care because this whole thing we're seeing with with OnlyFans, it's a flash in the pan. Because now what's going to happen is there's going to be dudes who AI generate chicks
Yeah.
And they're going to have
Well, they're
AI
doing that,
sex,
yeah.
and they're going to sell that to dumb guys.
That's
So,
already
like,
happening.
Women on OnlyFans is a short-lived thing. And what's really funny is there's all these stories of like, I was a nurse, but then I made $100,000 on OnlyFans, so I quit. When the AI replaces her, she's going to be like, now I have no
But
job.
Tim,
and then they're out of the workforce. So
Tim,
everyone's happy.
And it'll be impossible to get back in.
You
Very
mentioned
difficult.
addiction, right? You think that, there are people that are addicted to porn and you have an issue with that. And you think that's part of the reason why you think OnlyFans shouldn't be there. So by your own standards. Oh, okay.
No,
I thought you talked about
that
addiction.
was like a big leap in what I was saying.
Okay, because
some people having addictions is not a reason to.
Yeah, by
ban
that
something.
thing, we shouldn't have casinos. We shouldn't
Yeah,
have
we
online
shouldn't have
casinos.
anything.
Right.
Yeah,
And then
yeah,
you and I
mean,
wouldn't be best friends playing
Exactly.
poker together.